So today, no guests. Today is the AutotopiaLA crew.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right.
Freshly back from Texas.
Freshly back from Austin, minus Chris.
Minus me.
Chris stayed here and
Had windows installed, doing all kinds. 19 hours yesterday. Getting
Eee,
everything
jeez.
done.
oof.
Crazy.
And I was bitching about my 3-hour flight back from Austin.
And I was bitching about my sunburn.
Kyle, what happened?
Yeah, we got a little burned. I think I can show it maybe. Let's see.
Oh, it's bad.
Oh, yeah. Look at that tan line.
Not looking too
Oh, you know how tempting it is. It's so tempting, right?
My shoulders are starting to blister too, so it's not
painful.
good.
We won't need sunscreen.
We won't need sunscreen. Well, here's the thing. We were floating. We did the river float, and I checked the weather, and the UV is only at 6, and it shows it's gonna be a little cloudy. I'm like, okay, I'll be all right. I don't need sunscreen. And it changed.
No, wait. But okay, so there's the UV, but what's the temp outside?
But does temp have to do with anything other than
What's the temperature outside?
was it like
cooks.
90 maybe?
It's like 80, 90,
80,
high
90.
80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a chef.
In
You should
Texas-
know.
in
Pasta
Texas.
doesn't cook at, you know. You gotta turn up the heat.
Yeah, okay. The heat was turned up.
I gotta say, like,
You just called
I
your
don't know.
pasta.
My thought, I'm gonna go float down the river. It's 90 plus degrees outside. I think I'm gonna lather up with a little bit of sunscreen.
Yeah, it probably would have been a good idea.
At least 30, maybe
Yeah.
50.
It's been a while since I've been burned, so
Yeah.
now that I remember, I'm definitely going to wear sunscreen for the next couple of years until the next time I decide, you know what, I don't need it.
I think it's cool though. The 2 times we've done the recent stone hunting. So you guys, anyone watching right now, the reason we go out to Texas recently was my old band Stone Honey doing a handful of gigs. We did it in October,
Yeah.
and you guys came out, and that was your first time to Austin.
Yeah, and first time seeing you play with the band.
Yeah. And then so this time, make a second go around. You guys have had a good time in Austin,
Yeah,
though, huh?
we like Austin.
There
Me-
you go.
me and
Yeah.
Josh have fun out there.
Austin is a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I could live out there, but it's fun. It's a fun vacation, town to go to.
I love it. I love going there. I know a lot of the people that have lived there for years don't love all the growth that's happened, and I'm sure there's bad things that come with it. But I tell you, man, being a guy that lived there for a while, and I remember anytime you were around the downtown area, you would always see the Owl Building and you would see the state capitol. There's actually in the Texas bylaws, whatever, or Austin bylaws, there's no building that should be taller than the state capitol. Now, you drive like going up 35, going north, where Austin's off on the left side. Boy, you had to look for the Capitol building. You had to look for the old Owl building. The skyline is impressive, and it's done, in my opinion, they've done it real tastefully. Like I got a bunch of different views of it because I was in different spots around downtown. It's impressive, man. I think it's such a bitchin' city.
Yeah, we went to one rooftop bar and you could see the whole sky and it was tremendous.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
You didn't want to go to a rooftop bar either, which is funny about it.
Yeah, well,
Where'd you do where was that at?
don't remember.
Oh, really?
Oh, East 6th Street.
Oh, so you were on East 6
Yeah.
on the other side of the freeway.
Yeah. We got away from
Okay.
36th Street. That place is not good. Don't go there.
It used to be
Why,
really
dangerous?
Yeah, I mean ghetto too. Fights always happening out there.
Jeez.
cool.
Different
It used
kind
to be
of
fun.
crowd.
I used to go down on 6th Street all the time. I mean, it's always been a bit of a shit show. It's like it's like a miniature version of the French Quarter, I suppose, where it's just it's a party zone, between between Congress
2-3
and I think
blocks.
Red River or something. Fun though, like we used to have a great time. Now I remember last October going out the one night with you guys on 6th Street, and it was just it ain't my people, man. And I don't mean that in any other way than I ain't hanging out with any of these people. Where the old 6th Street, country music over here, rock music over here, like stuff that I could vibe on and people that I would hang out with.
Where's that new area then?
East 6th Street was pretty nice.
It's broken up a lot, but I haven't been over there.
East.
Yeah, so East 6 is it still like 6th Street where it's walking and
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah,
but not closed down. Like, how 6th Street on the west side there from Red River to Congress, it's
closed,
closed.
yeah.
Cars aren't driving
Yeah.
through. It's just a walk street at night.
Oh.
But it's a great city, man. You think about you know, the amount of creativity there with the college. You got a lot of youth, like a lot of people. Like for you guys, probably a ton of people in your age group walking around down there.
Yeah, and I hear a lot of other car builders being out there too. You know, like Calvo Motorsport is out there, which I would love to shoot.
I'm surprised.
The cost of doing business is way cheaper than we know. LA, for instance.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't really see as many modified cars out there. Almost, if any. I mean, there was a Corvette with a big turbo on it. It was a C6.
We saw a Lamborghini. We saw that big turbo C6. We saw a Shelby Cobra, Corvette. I mean, there was some nice
cars though. It's one of the things
here
that stood out to me driving around. We're so used to LA. You know what I mean? Car culture here is massive, especially in our neighborhood. But just cruising around LA, I mean, you see everything all the time.
Yeah.
Out there, it was once in a while. I remember seeing I think it was a '69 Corvette. Oh, look, there's a hot rod. Because it was the only one I saw, you know.
You got to think in surrounding suburbs, you would find more custom cars and coffee.
Yeah, and I'm not
cruises.
saying it doesn't exist. It's just not. We're fucking spoiled here in LA, you know, or Southern California in general. With
when I was in Houston, the 2 times that I went, there was a lot of modified cars out there.
Is there?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you there for a car event?
Yeah, I went there for TX2K.
Well,
Texas
you're
2K.
kind of
following.
No, but
rather than just
being out
walking downtown LA,
True.
you'll probably never see a custom car.
I want to go out there though. I definitely want to go out and shoot out there. I know Calvo for sure would be rad to shoot. I'm kind of bummed because on this trip, you know, our friend Mike just bought. He just bought a car from Calvo. It was a pre-owned Viper. The guy, whatever, sold the car back to Calvo, and he had taken the sequential trans out. So Mike's having the sequential put back in right now, and then the car's getting delivered to him. It's at Calvo. They're in Austin. And I was bummed because I left the voicemail and nobody ever got back to me because I wanted to go over there. And I thought it would have been cool while we were there to go in and see them and, you know, say hello and whatever. I get it. I'm sure they're busy, but that would be sick to go shoot with those guys.
Yeah. And Hennessy.
Oh, my God. At their proving grounds?
Yeah, because John Hennessy saw the video we did on Hershovik's car.
Right.
Am I allowed to say that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's his car. It was on Leno's, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he was on Leno with the car.
Yeah, and
that's when you know you're a bigger channel. Like, I don't think Robert Hershovik's coming on our channel.
No. Well, because you're not Jay. It's Jay Leno, dude. Fucking Jay.
But they've
Leno.
been friends for like 20 years.
I can do
also.
Jay a little bit.
Well, let me tell you something about that. Here's something interesting about the Hennessy, man.
You do pretty good.
Well, you know.
Yeah, but that's
Isn't Zach out there with the
Zach BCC? Zach,
Yep. That's 3 shoots right there. Well, actually,
that'd be crazy shooting his lowrider with the big blower.
Yeah. Well, even John Hennessy. What I was going to say was, we're not just shooting that car on the streets. We're going to go on the track.
Proving grounds.
We go over 200 miles an hour with him, bro.
Man, you see me just right away. I'm starting to do that breathing.
Have you gone
thing.
200 before? No.
No. Fastest I've ever been is 189.
What car?
It wasn't a car. It was a motorcycle.
Oh, my.
Oh, jeez. You really were on a death run, bro.
No, it was my GSX-R 750 back at, I don't know, mid-90s. It was a fast bike.
Because whatever happens at that speed, you're
toast, dude.
Oh, game
toast.
over, yeah. That'd be wild, though. I think I would, given that...
Well, the fluid in your ears,
setting,
you know. I don't know how he says that.
No, just put a max on it. Go 170.
There's truth to this statement, by the way.
Tell Josh this statement.
What is it?
Tell the people this statement.
I've read about it. My friend Brian was the one that alerted me. So as you get older, G-forces get a little more intense. Why? Part of it is related to there's liquid that moves around in your ears. You can look this up. I mean, you can literally look this up.
More fluid than when you were younger?
No, it starts to harden as you get older.
Okay.
And so it doesn't move as much. It makes your equilibrium not adjust as quickly.
Wow.
If I ever get...
Hey, man, you like to talk about some of your weird-ass conspiracies down to a fucking airplane getting given to someone and, what if it's going to have a tracker on it and stuff? And
let alone the moon
this
landing.
is real stuff. Look it up. Look it up.
Stanley Kubrick directed the moon landing. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, do you know he believes that, right?
Chris,
I-
back me up, bro.
I've met Buzz Aldrin
Yes, and-
several times. Formal affairs, all dressed up. And he actually signed 4 photographs that I have of him on the moon.
So wait, are you on?
But does that mean you agree with the moon landing?
Are you on with Kyle then, thinking that the first moon landing didn't happen that they said happened?
Well, when I knew him, he was straight up, and yeah, we landed on the moon. But what he's been saying lately, it kind of seems like a little doubtful.
Now that's what I'm talking about. There's someone to back me up here. They were ganging up on me in Texas.
Think about it.
Well, I have. Here's where I always have a problem with conspiracies, because I don't deny there's conspiracies, not at all. I definitely don't deny that. I mean, like the stuff coming out now with the Kennedy papers, right?
World Trade Center.
I haven't heard that. I've only heard the conspiracies around that one.
Yeah. Isn't that what
But
we're
I haven't.
talking
Well,
about?
that's what I'm saying.
I got a good lawyer to back me right now.
But with the Kennedy papers coming out, there's proof that there was other involvement, right? That there was the grassy knoll shooter, and there was some deep level involvement, right? CIA involvement,
Or the Secret Service driver
so
who turned around and shot him with a gun that the Secret Service developed that doesn't have a flash to it.
Really?
I mean, yeah.
Well, I guess I haven't been keeping up.
They sent that classic footage of Kennedy getting shot and sent it through AI. And you can, the guy's driving the car, and you could see, boom.
Really?
But the thing is, though,
Here's the problem I have with Eddie. This is what I was getting at about
the U.S. was involved in his assassination.
No, I'm not. But I'm not at all. Not at all. Here's where I always have a problem with conspiracies, like especially some of the ones Kyle brings up, which are to me pretty fantastical in the sense that people can't keep secrets. They just can't. It's been proven time and again. Now, if it only takes 2, 3, 4, 5, a limited amount of people to pull off the conspiracy, that's believable because you can get a small handful of people that are going to gain massive amount of power and wealth. You can get a small handful, I think, to keep their mouth shut. I think as it spreads out and it takes 100 people to pull off this conspiracy or 1,000 people to pull off this conspiracy, I don't think everyone keeps a secret on that one. And I think
You kill them. Lee Harvey Oswald didn't die from old age.
there's that.
They
Yep.
go missing.
Yep. There's
He
definitely.
got sick.
I just think there's certain level of conspiracy that like you bring up 9/11. I remember seeing that movie. I can't remember what it's called. A handful of years ago, where it was all the conspiracy theory about gold being in the. A bunch of gold being down there, and it was all a distraction. Blow up the building so they could get the gold out of there, and blah blah
That's
blah,
a
and all this
stretch.
stuff.
I wouldn't
And
believe that. That's
have you heard the?
I'm just telling you,
Kyle,
this was a whole part of the theory where you go, okay, but that would take a lot of people to pull that off. That wouldn't just happen
Kyle.
with 2 or 3 people
Yes,
keeping a
Josh.
secret.
What's the most recent one where we saw where there's a secret underground city for like powerful people if there's a disaster?
Yeah.
What's
Well,
the-
the other one is the Starlink is hotels. I don't know if you guys heard that one. What are you? Hold on. They're actually in the process of making a space hotel.
Okay, so every time we see Starlink, it's not actually the Starlink that we can tap into. Those are mini hotels being sent out into the universe.
Correct. No, come on, Sean. I'm fucking with you.
You just make me.
But no,
nervous.
I heard they are working on a space hotel. So there's like, you can.
Who's they?
I don't know. Elon Musk probably.
The space hotel. The space hotel people.
Look it up, man. There's a space hotel they're working on. I heard about it. Look, they're laughing at me now. In 10 years, when it happens, they're like, "Damn, Kyle was
Can
right."
you smoke there?
Yeah, sure, bro. Well, yeah.
Kinda.
That's his question. Sean's question is, can we smoke in the space hotel, bro?
Hey,
Oh,
speaking of
man.
G-forces,
As you're floating around, because you still don't, there's
Like a
still no
duck.
gravity.
hey, speaking of G-forces, would you guys go in like an F-22 or something for a fun ride if they offered you?
I would, yeah. I'd have to. There's no way I'd be able to say no to that, even though I'd probably
pass
guarantee
out.
piss
You
my
might pass
pants.
out.
You might pass out
You're
for
doing-
sure.
Might.
8, 9
Might.
G's.
I would.
even with
Not
the
only would I
pressurized
pass
suit.
out, I would fucking puke, and I would probably shit myself.
How many G's is it?
I'd
They
still
say
be all in.
It's 8 to 9 G's or something.
Some crazy
Look,
number.
let's
We
look
could
it
look
up.
That's
it
what
up.
like a. I mean, they're not going to do that. I heard Rogan talking about it the other day.
He did one,
and,
right?
And he did a ride, and I want to say he pulled 6 G's. I think he said, and he said it was, crazy
Insane.
intense. And look at how physically fit he is.
You have to do the breathing technique too, where you're like, like you breathe, and then tighten up and kind of fight it.
Yeah.
Well, the
I would do it,
the
but
Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels do have like media rides, or you
Yeah.
can get a ride in it. Now they're
But
probably
they're not going to pull
going
8
wide
G's.
open throttle.
Yeah, there's no way. They probably pull. I mean, think about it, dude. You pull 4 G's, you're probably going to puke.
Wow, this is crazy. Listen to this.
My
So-
brother did. My brother went up in I can't remember which one when he was at Air Force. I can't remember which fighter jet he went in, but he went in a full-on fighter jet, and he said he puked.
Wow. How many G's did Ida say she pulls?
She said when they
4?
launch, it's at 5, and then they accelerate up to about 6 before they hit the finish line.
This is crazy to put in perspective. So 9 Gs means that the pilot's body feels 9 times heavier than normal. For example, a 180-pound pilot would feel like they weigh 1,620 pounds under 9 Gs. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then they wear a G suit to
Right.
prevent blacking out. And
Right.
the blood, yeah, that's wild.
Right. So
That
that
is-
thing's pumping to try to keep because where all the blood's going is going straight to the head, away
No,
from
down.
the head.
Yeah.
It's going away. It's going towards your feet.
Yeah,
That's
you
insane.
You need a pressure suit for
That's absolutely
anything like that.
insane.
Crazy, right? Right.
Lonnie
Someone
said,
made that.
Lonnie said on his car, he blacks out for like a little, half a second when he pulls the parachute because you're going from so fast to all of a sudden the other direction.
Wow. Lonnie Patrick?
with the Hood Muscle Cars.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah,
Because he does those 4-second passes.
his car is 5,000 horsepower.
Yeah,
Holy hell.
crazy.
I've never heard Izzy talk about passing out, but
But he doesn't do the same as what Lonnie does.
sure he does. What are you talking about? His last truck ran 4-second 1/8 miles.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Izzy's fast as fuck, dude. Yeah. Yeah. That's just a whole other world, man. That's I don't know. You got to build up to the G's like that. You can't just
Is it just the first second you hit, like, say, 4 G's, or is it the longevity of how long you do it, right? Jet fighter could be going miles
at
Oh,
4
yeah.
Gs.
at 4 G's,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Where
Or
here you're
6,
going for 4
8.
seconds.
yeah.
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 I'm sure you feel it, but
True. Well, do you
May
adjust?
not
Do you
have-
adjust to it then, though? You know.
I think you build up to it. I
No,
mean,
what I'm saying is, do you
know.
add, like, if you're going 4 Gs for a minute, are you like kind of like, all right, this is normal to me now?
well,
don't
I think
know.
you have to
Yeah.
kind of know what to expect. And then, like anything, you're not going to go and run a world record breaking mile without leading up to
Yeah.
it and
Yeah.
I know this
exercising your
much.
mind towards
None
it.
of us know what that feels like, and likely none of us will ever
No.
know what that feels like.
What's the G's on a takeoff of a commercial jet?
Let's see. That's a good question.
I know Ida said when they launch, it's a harder launch than what a fighter coming off of an aircraft carrier. They
Right.
accelerate faster, and they start to pull more G's almost immediately. But their launch doesn't hit as hard as a top fuel dragster.
Right.
That's funny. On a commercial flight during takeoff, you experience about half a G,
There you go.
not even a
Right.
full G.
So think about that, right? Think about when you finally lift off, right? And
Yeah.
how it pulls your body gets super heavy for a
Yeah,
second,
yeah.
right? Now do that times 4, times 5. Now go really hard, like the fighter
Times
pilots
9.
you're talking about.
You feel
now
like
you're
you
going
weigh
8, 9.
1,600
Right.
pounds.
Remember
you can't
when,
even imagine that. Your body's not. I mean, it without question, it would knock you the fuck out.
Remember when Conrad took us for a little ride around Streets of Willow in the V-Wagon.
Yeah, and what did he say? He pulled 1.8 or something?
We did 1.4 both left and right.
Yeah.
And he was hauling ass. I mean, it was
It was a serious
Adrenaline.
ride. That's 1.4, and that's a fucking... We're not even on the same planet as what
and he
we're
was
talking
taking
about.
it some bit easy. He wasn't, because he's
Yeah.
driving someone else's car and
Tim,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
pulled 1.4 Gs, left and right.
left and right.
I remember
Gnarly.
with...
Now it says 1.12, which I did on some canyon somewhere.
Okay.
They sold
I
Willow
wouldn't even
Springs,
close-
didn't they?
Oh, I probably did
What's
it
that?
when we were shooting the Porsches.
They sold Willow Springs, right?
It got
Yeah.
sold, yeah. There's a big...
owns it?
Matt
Is it
Farah,
Singer?
Matt Farah did a really cool thing on it.
Very informative. Damn.
Damn,
Amateur.
Chris, amateur rookie move.
It's rich. From Magnaflow.
Yeah.
Well, and maybe
Well,
post it.
hang it up. Go to vibrate so we'll just cut this part out, or maybe we'll leave it in.
Or we could maybe say why Rich is calling too. You just got off the phone with him
I did.
talking about Texas and fast cars, and now Rich. I mean,
Hey, we
it
could
leads
bring-
right into
Dude,
this.
this is so
we could bring
exciting, actually.
Rich on the podcast.
That's what I was thinking.
Super
with it.
exciting. So Richard, who we're talking about, you guys, Richard Magnaflow exhaust. I don't know what his exact title is there.
The guy
but-
we just ignored.
Yeah. Well, I just talked to him before. I mean, and Chris and I have known Richard for years. Richard Waitis. But yeah, the call I just had with him, listening to how excited he is. I mean, this is a guy that's been out. How many years has he been the main dude at Magnaflow?
Even
You know,
beyond
all
that,
the overhauling
Well,
episodes.
since I started
and
working
stuff.
with you guys, I've known about Rich.
Yeah,
So
he's a
works with
7
Dennis,
years,
Bill,
yeah.
He's a legend.
Batmobile exhaust.
I mean, he's a legend in the world of aftermarket exhaust, and hearing him as excited as he is right now about working with Chris Ashton on our Fox body, I've never heard him talk like that before. I mean, that guy's excited about it.
Yeah.
And when he was talking about,
And an honor for him to have his hands on the build.
and hearing him talk about Chris Ashton, this is a guy, you think about it, Chris is video game designer, now car builder, and he's asking questions. Rich said, these are questions that my engineers ask. It's
Yeah.
that level of dialogue,
He's a genius.
He's brilliant, man. This car, but to hear Rich, who's been a part of think about all the Chip Foose cars at Overhauling that he was a part of, and he's been a part of so many important cars. To hear him that excited about this car and the enthusiasm about what we're creating with Chris,
Yeah, this Fox body is gonna freak people out.
it's gonna freak people out.
Do we have an update on it? I know we're supposed to go down there next week, right?
Yep, we were supposed to. He wanted to know if we were going this week, but I couldn't since we just got back from Austin. So yeah, there's he. You know how Chris is. He hasn't told me any of the updates. He wants to wait till we come down so we can video it.
He's probably excited. Like, are you guys coming? Because
It was
I got
that
something
kind.
to
I
show
could
you.
tell it was that
And they
kind.
do make progress quickly.
They do very quickly,
right? I mean, noticeable.
I mean, we were there not last week, the previous week. So by the time we go back, it'll be 3 weeks in between. That's 3 months for some of the builders that I know. Maybe 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, legitimately, you know what I mean? The pace they operate at is so fast.
I got to start editing the episodes now.
You do. You
I
got to
wanna stay
start
on top
digging
of
in.
it, yeah.
Get
Oh,
on
dude.
it before it doesn't become
Because
overwhelming.
of problem, yeah.
It's so exciting, though, to think we're going to... I mean, from the day we bought the car to where it's at currently and where it's going, that we're documenting the entire thing. I mean, it's going to be a bitch to edit this thing. I feel sorry for you. There's going to be so
Well,
much...
we're gonna split it. We're gonna split the work.
There's going to just be so much workload there, but it's man, I think it's going to be so cool to show people the process of Chris Ashton and the Ruffian guys.
Yeah, way more detailed than what we did 7 years ago or so for Vicious,
Yeah.
documenting that build.
Not only that, too, Sean. If this build started 4 years ago, like we planned for it to, we would
Probably
not
never
have-
be the same. We wouldn't know Chris really.
Not even that, but I think the videos wouldn't even have been that good. We're at the level now where we're gonna make these really good.
Yeah, the content will match the quality of the build, I think.
Yeah.
I think we're able to do that with what we all know. And especially, you know, look how Chris is on camera, how detailed he is. He's one of those, I mean, I think these episodes are going to end up, some of them being fairly long, and it's okay because people like to listen to him talk.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at our Galaxy episode, almost an hour long. The average view duration on that's 18 minutes, something like that. I mean, it's almost triple what our normal view duration is. The FIA car as well.
Yep.
You know, I mean,
I still
he's
get
a guy
offered
like
up the Galaxy on a suggestion.
he's a guy that's fun to listen to talk. He's got a certain way that he speaks, and his it's like his passion for it, his understanding of the history of automotive, motorsports.
I would love to know what his IQ is. Right? Like, I think it'd be cool if like I could take a test and then he takes the same test, and I'm like negative numbers and he's like 1,000.
You're like 85 and he's like 180.
My guess is put all four of our IQs together, and we're probably edging on his.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is brilliant, man. That's a special dude, and it's not just him. You think about it, the whole crew down there. You know how. I mean, this is just so perfect, dude. That we're building this car with nobody else but with Ruffian.
What I do want to do is reshoot his cars with the new setup that we have.
Oh man,
Rollers and
That'd
all
be
that
fun.
kind of stuff.
That
Because
would be
everyone
cool.
already knows about it, but I don't think
We need to do real driving videos.
I want to do real driving. Yeah.
And you know, those would actually, we were talking about coming up with different styles of videos. Like, you write them out, they're skits, they're 10 minutes long, 15 minutes long. They're not full build breakdown videos. You know? They're a different style. You know, like, for example, you take Vicious through a drive-through. It's like a 5-minute video. You go to a couple different drive-thrus, you cut them all together, and it's a wow factor. It's something
We
that you
still have Long Drive, which I think would be a great, and that's only so long. It's cars. It could
He's
be
talking about
the
that
music
song.
video, right?
Yeah, it could be scripted out.
Yeah, we could start with stuff like that. Like, I just want to start putting, like, Jim Kana would go on Hoonigan, but it was like a special kind of episode,
Right.
Where you know
Yeah.
you're posting this and it's written out, it's scripted, it was directed, produced. The whole. It's not just one of our regular videos.
Yep.
And we should maybe do something like that with Chris Ashton.
You know what we could do too is
wow factor videos.
someone with multiple cars like Chris, right? We get the Galaxy and the Ford GT and just see what's the faster, you know? Something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about renting out. Wait,
Willow, I think.
does Chris know about this, or is it supposed to be a surprise?
Oh, that's not happening.
Oh, okay, good to know.
Here's typical. You gotta love Chris Ashton. The guys had said they wanted to do that for his birthday,
Rent out the track and bring all the cars. Yeah.
and he said he would rather work. He didn't want to go do anything. He would rather not take the time he wants to work.
Damn.
That's how much this guy
crazy.
loves what he does.
That's crazy.
That's why his builds are like they are, dude. It's all his history that led up to where he is, you know, as far as the type of thinker he is and the way that he thinks. But he loves doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
He would rather do that than have any form of a birthday celebration. That
what he's doing is fun enough for his birthday.
it is.
Yeah.
He would rather be in welding or making a flare or doing whatever the fuck he does. You know what I mean?
Oh, you guys want to have fun on my birthday? Fuck that. Everybody show
Yeah,
up to
come
the
on,
shop.
let's all work. Let's all work. It's gonna be a
They're like,
blast.
oh shit. Okay, cool.
We don't even have to leave. I'll order pizza. You know, I mean,
It's like when you work at a minimum wage job and they reward you with the pizza party instead of a raise.
yeah. Well, I
funny.
promise you, his guys get paid well. They, I don't know. It just, it's funny that Richard just called while we're doing this because it just his excitement level is what led to this whole dialogue. Is that's a guy that's been there, done that, seen everything, worked with
Everything.
the biggest of the biggest builders in existence.
Motion picture cars, you know? I mean,
Yeah, he does all of Dennis's stuff. Every movie, it's always Magnaflow. You'll even see Magnaflow branding oftentimes on some of the Chargers.
off-road
It's just cool to hear
trucking.
that
Now they have
excitement.
Camberg.
Yep.
Well, he's
Yep.
also talking about maybe coming up with a budget for us to do Texas road tour, right?
We're talking about that. That's, you know.
Because the Midwest road tour worked out great. all those videos were bangers. That was
Yep.
before Josh was with us too.
Oh yeah.
And every single day was some.
I know
God.
exactly what you're
The
thinking.
fuck. I'm instantly seeing drones getting destroyed.
limb by limb.
Holy shit. Yeah, but that would, dude, the Texas trip, that's the one I want to do next. I really do. There's enough. I mean, just the ones we talked about, Hennessy, Calvo, and BCC Zach.
Yeah. Well, there's more too, but
No, I know. I'm
those are
just saying
right off the top.
those
Yeah.
three
We
alone
could
right
check
off the
up on
top.
Brendan.
Well, yeah, for sure. But there's also another guy you've been hitting me up about. He was at the Vibrant booth at SEMA this past year. That blue Mustang.
Yeah.
He wants to come to Texas if we end up doing that.
He told me that straight up.
Yeah.
The moment he found out.
Where's he at?
He's in Florida, I think.
Florida.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because I've seen him at the Adam LZ Drift compound with that.
I know
thing.
you saw the car at SEMA.
You've definitely seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah. No, I
Blue
remember the
twin
car.
turbo.
But he's
I was
cool.
just thinking about some of the
He
other
throws
ones that
down.
are around there. There's I got to admit, I haven't kept up with what they do, but Austin Speed Shop is there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That could be a potential cool one. I don't know what they're building nowadays, but
Yeah.
you know,
Plus,
that was
too,
the
even
shop
all
that,
the
that was the
randoms
shop
out
that
there.
Jesse James was involved with.
Okay.
He might still be. I don't know, honestly.
All the random people too out there, like who, like say someone from Calvo, for example, happens to know someone else who has a sick car. They just
Yeah.
refer to that, like,
Or
pretty
we put
easy.
the word out on the channel that we're coming out there and we want to
hit us
line
up,
up some
yeah.
shoots. Hey, we're doing that right now, you guys, for the 200 people that are going to watch.
I thought I heard something about Horizon Motor. They commented something about saying we could do another shoot here with the Formula.
I saw that. And
If they drive that car on the street out here, holy shit.
I don't know if you could, dude. I don't know if you could drive that car on the street. It's so low. I just don't know if you could.
know what
I think
car
you
this
would.
is, Josh?
I think you
No.
could do it. I think you could do it. Go
This
to
car
pull
is-
up our channel, dude. You got to pull up this video.
You might be able to do PCH
Pull
or
up
something down there.
Just
No
just
way.
look up Firebird.
You have to go to Google Chrome and use the Sean account and go to the YouTube from there.
But
So
this car is such a freak of nature, such a freak. But I just don't know.
is there
I think
a name for it? Hammerhead? Or
Hammerhead. Yeah. I think you would have
what's,
to.
what's the name of it?
Put Autotopia Firebird.
Yeah. I think you would have to go somewhere
that
like.
second one.
I think you would have to go somewhere like Arizona. Watch this.
Oh, I saw this one at SEMA.
Yeah, no, this
Yeah.
this car is this. Look at Sean. This car is insane.
It's a freak show car, dude.
Totally wild.
Look at that. Air jacks. His dad was involved in IndyCar for years. Crew chief, mechanic.
They had this little airfield shut down for us, Josh, and we just got to rip it.
The only bummer, remember, was the airstrip was pretty bumpy. So,
Yeah, it
like
was.
you can
Oh,
see
you
the
can
car
see it,
really
yeah.
bouncing.
Tightly strung for sure.
Yeah, I think sick.
Yeah,
though.
it's incredible.
That's to date. That's still is as intense as Vicious is. That car was even freakier to me.
I can imagine.
Yeah, but
It's
see, you
louder.
can drive Vicious to Orange County. You're not driving this car around the block here. Bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It's too much. Vicious is 9/10 race car. This is 10/10. It is race car.
100%.
bro.
Yeah,
It's
I mean it
full
really
race
is.
car. Yeah.
There's nothing. And your car's so raw and so. But we've driven distances before. You know, you could. It's a workout. I'm
Which
not saying it's not a
prefer
workout.
that, though, to at least
But
drive it.
that car to try to drive it, my God, to drive. I mean, you've driven Vicious like when you were doing the break-in on the last motor. You're driving all over the place, putting in break-in miles on it. You know,
Yeah.
not even thinking about it. You're driving it like it's a fucking car. You can do that with that car. That thing, no way.
Well, the kid who
Straight piped race car. You don't. Your visibility's nothing because your seats are here. I mean, it's full pure built to go to the track. All
What's
the
what's
IndyCar
the,
suspension on it.
that burger joint they have out there. It's like they're In and Out in Indiana. Whatever it was, he was
Didn't we
saying.
eat there
Can't
when
remember.
we did the Roadster Shop tour, there was one hamburger place that
Is it Freddy's or whatever it was? He said it was his goal to like drive the car through the drive-through because that's his favorite burger spot. So he's like, I want to do it.
Good
And
luck.
I'm like, now that's a video.
Where is
That's
he
cool.
located?
Indianapolis, I think.
Yeah,
right?
they're right outside of Indianapolis.
Wow.
Yeah, but that I think you would just have, if you were going to street drive it, I think you'd have to have somewhere like Arizona, Nevada, these states where their roads are really, really pristine. I mean, Arizona roads are fucking epic how pristine they are.
I was thinking about, side note, one car I do want to do, speaking of like SEMA and road tour, is the Grand National from SEMA.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
one? The Dutch Boys?
Dutch Boys.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ring Brothers one would be
That's
sick
sick.
too,
Either
but
Both of them.
both of them. We're supposed to be going. It hasn't been put into dates yet, but we're supposed to be going out. Dutch Boys are supposed to bring us out there to shoot with them for a weekend.
Oh, that'll be sick.
Oh, so just shoot their cars, right?
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
It'd be
Yeah.
we talked about doing 2 shoots, like fly on a Thursday, shoot one Friday, shoot one Saturday, and then fly out Saturday after we're done shooting or something like that.
We should do that with Roaster Shop once a year or two. Just go shoot a weekend with them.
I got to call them up because they want us anyways to come shoot for our build series. They want to kind of show the engineering behind the Fox body chassis.
that'd be great. To
Might as well shoot that and 2 cars with them. And
That's
then
what
come
I'm
back.
thinking. If
Yeah.
we go out there, have them bring us out, bring the whole crew out, and let's shoot.
I would love to shoot that. I don't know if it's the banana peeler or what it is, but it's that twin turbo Bel Air. That car
crazy
is so
Bel Air.
sick.
I would love to
Wait,
shoot
let
that
me look that one up.
Yeah, look it up.
That car would be
What's it
sick
called
to shoot.
again?
Go to the Roadster Shop YouTube channel.
Because it looks ratty and it's fast as hell.
It's go to Roadster Shop's YouTube channel and it shows up as one of the first videos.
Such a cool car. I don't think Josh is gonna like
There
it
you go,
because
right
it's
there.
it's
The
patina.
rotten banana.
Yeah, rotten banana.
That's
Yeah,
classic.
Sean sees anything with rust and says, oh, that's it. That's mine.
I mean, I do too, though. I like a car that's like this.
But usually I'm not into Tri-5s, to tell you the truth, but this car is so bonkers.
I'll bring the Tri-5 crowd in, though, for the channel.
Seat. You've all heard, like, anybody who says they've had a fast car has heard the story of somebody's dad who had like $100 bill on the dashboard.
Inaudible.
The only car I've been in that you literally
They're so
cannot
cool.
get that $100 bill off the dashboard. It pulls like a freight train and just keeps planting you back.
I actually
in
have
the
no
seat.
idea what he's
Can you go? I want to.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, that goes.
Yeah, look at this shot. Look how sick this is.
Damn.
This would be so fun to shoot with Jeremy.
It was
dude.
there last time too. Fuck, dude.
It'd actually be fun to shoot with Phil. We've never. Apparently, he's
Phil-
the craziest driver
Phil
of
would
the bunch.
be a good one to have with this car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this car is sick.
We got to shoot this thing.
Hold on, I want to go back to what
Go
he was
back to the
trying to say.
inaudible part. Yeah.
I think this could be the only that had a fast car has heard the story of somebody's dad who had like $100 bill on the dashboard.
Me, man. Mixture buddy Robert Berry put $100 bill on
What did he say?
Robert Berry put $100.
Robert. That's good.
Oh my
Hey, you
god,
seen that
that's funny.
You seen that video, Kyle? With it was the Australian always gets struck by lightning, and you can't understand what he says.
Haven't seen that
No.
one, no.
Oh, hold on, I have to show you that. I have to show you that. That's bad.
that
Here
was
we go down
funny
the
as hell.
rabbit
I've never seen
That's
that.
good.
That's funny. I know what I did. I skipped past
You know what
the
this
beginning
car is
to
kind
the
of reminding
ripping.
me of too is Blank. That video has 20 million views on Instagram. It's that pale
Yep.
yellow looking
Sure.
ratty color,
Yeah.
but
And
it's
it's
twin
just
turbo
throwing
and
it
it's
out.
stick shift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, baby, slow down, wait for me. Oh, wow, it's pretty rocky here, hey. Hey, slow down on the rocks, baby, it's dangerous in there.
What? Did he just
Wait,
get
wait,
struck
listen.
by lightning?
Oh, my God, baby, the bloody lawn. God, Jesus fucking my God, baby. Come back a lot of ball nearly hit ya.
There's no way this is real, bro. There's no way that's real. That has to be a
How
joke.
do you even come up with that? Damn.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, dude, the shoes is coming back here.
Oh, wow, it's pretty rocky here, hey.
Rocky here, hey.
Hey, slow down on the rocks, baby. It's dangerous in there.
Yo, that'll scare.
Oh, my God, baby, the mother Oh, God, Jesus fucking my God, baby. Come back a lot of ball nearly hit ya.
Yeah, that would scare the shit out of me, dude. That would actually
Dude, that
be
cracks
insane.
me up every time. 40-minute timer. What are you watching, dude?
I agree, though. We go go shoot with Roadster Shop. That'd be rad to shoot that. That'd
Yeah.
be so bitchin'.
That would
I'd
be
love
my-
to do that one, and I'd love to do. I don't know if they have it out there. Maybe they could get it. There's that black Chevelle they did a couple years back that looks. It definitely falls into their.
I thought it was recently done. That one black Chevelle that had it was for the cabinet guy or something like that.
Maybe so.
Black, white stripes, and it looked
Yeah,
just
it looks super classic.
perfect.
But
It even
it's-
had the
it's-
454 look on it on the engine
Yeah,
bay.
it's one of their survivors, but like a
Yeah.
highly done survivor. I saw it. I remember seeing it at the Roadster show. I think it was 2 years ago at Roadster, or maybe it was 2 years ago.
I
at
would say
Roadster show.
probably that one because those survivor cars always do good. People
so
like
cool,
them,
man.
and then you do the rotten banana. You know,
That would be a good
the
one.
rotten bananas.
That would be wild.
And if you could get Phil to do it, because you've had Josh and Jeremy both do
yeah,
videos,
it'd
if
be
you
cool
can
to get Phil to do it. Yeah, yep.
Bro, Josh, when you see the Roadster Shop, I think it's the coolest shop car. Like, you know, you go
You
to
said
like
Fat Fender Garage is the most similar.
to that.
I didn't say similar. It's just it's so impressive.
It's impressive, but Roadster Shop looks cool inside. Like it's like a hangout place, bro. Like they have it decked out. It's like baller, Midwest baller stuff out there.
It's set up proper, man. Their facilities. It's impressive what those guys have built.
Damn, Sean too.
Hey, at least I
Everyone's
had it on vibrate.
Everyone's a rookie out here.
I had it on vibrate.
You did.
But then Fat Fender, you know, they started from scratch in their new location. So the way that thing is set up,
Yeah, and the pace they've grown that business at.
No,
That's
it's
the part
insane.
that blew me away.
For
But
sure.
Jason
Amazing.
said it's been, 12 years that he started that company? And
Yeah.
wow.
No, Fat Fender.
Wild.
Fat Fender is a trip for sure.
We get to see, I mean, it's pretty wild doing what we do. You know, the shops that we get to see inside of and
Yeah,
go
that's
be a part of. And,
impressive.
you know,
It changes your
it's
perspective
pretty
on
wild.
stuff for sure. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle and I talk about it a lot of times where we take it for granted. You know, we're around a $500,000 car, sometimes $1 million cars pretty regularly.
Yep.
To when we're just kind of, oh, it's cool. Most people don't ever see one of those cars
Yeah.
in their lifetime.
Right.
And we were talking about meeting billionaires too. Like most people don't ever meet a billionaire in their life ever.
Yeah.
Me and Josh have shook hands with 3 of them. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's insane.
and you take care of cars for another.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Really?
It's we get a lucky, really interesting, unique view. I think. You know, of the car world, predominantly, I would say in the custom muscle car world. But you're right, with some of the other folks we're around. I mean, we've had Carrera GT, F40, Ford
Yeah.
GT of multiple generations, and
McLarens.
Yep.
and-
Yeah.
And then you can see
Yeah.
a shop from like what Chris Ashton started with in his garage, or up to Nico at his place down here in Van Nuys,
Yeah.
right? Like still really, those are like the garage build guys.
Yep.
Super cool and fun. And like,
Yep.
and then you go see the next level of Roadster Shop and Fat Fender Garage. You see the whole spectrum, right?
yeah,
It's incredible. It really is.
One of my favorite things about it is by the time we get there had already been years of progress and hard work for the
Yeah.
car to get done, and
Yeah.
we're the final end of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we get a different perspective. I've talked with my friend Sean about it because he works from the design side, and he has a certain viewpoint. There's competition and there's this and that he has to deal with within his industry. I'm sure it's the same with plenty of different builders when they're hanging out with other builders and whatever, but all we are is we're the guys showing up, putting a bit of a spotlight on what they do, no matter how big or small they already are. So our viewpoint gets to be different.
We're like the
think
Joe
about our
Rogan
day
of car
going.
videos.
Well, think
You
about
know?
our day. Think about our day, like going in and hanging out with Troy Trepagna.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, arguably the most legendary builder in existence. Him and Chip Foose. I don't know who else you put right. Well, I mean, there's a few other guys that fall into that, but you know what I'm saying. These are the highest echelon of builder in existence. Our viewpoint's different because we're going in with cameras and we're hanging out and talking and getting kind of his whole world.
Yeah. Troy Trepagna was a trip. That one tripped me out a lot
That
too.
was wild.
And it wasn't even that big of a place.
Nope.
It was so like, and that guy Adam, bro, I'll never forget that guy.
That guy is a freak show.
His handwriting looked like it was typed. It was typed.
The
Everything.
fabricator.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
But,
then
I mean,
Fabricator,
interior.
everything.
Yeah.
He made Sean a little metal yarmulke. Remember that? He wanted
He
to
was
show,
showing me how the English wheel works. English wheel? Not the English wheel, the plenishing hammer.
and it was.
And
Where they spread
took
it
a
out.
flat piece of metal and just started shaping and shaping it, turned into a bowl.
And put it on Sean's head, little yarmulke.
Yeah.
Did you take it home?
No.
No.
That would have been the real kicker.
You could have put a
I'm
leather
not wasting
strap
this.
and
I'm taking
just
it home.
have
Gonna wear it on the plane.
on your bike.
I have to pee.
Oh, good to know.
Do you guys want to
Well, we'll
pee
take a
too?
little break for this part then.
See y'all.
All right, we can get back into it, right?
Well, we were just talking about since we're gonna wrap it up, how are we gonna wrap it out? Maybe he pulls out a question or two.
Oh, okay.
Is there any good questions, Josh?
What persuaded you to have a passion for cars? Let's see.
Do you want to start with that one?
That could go off for a while, I think.
Yeah.
What car is next? The greatest era of cars. We answered that. When are you coming to NorCal? That's a
Oh
good
yeah,
one.
there we go.
I do want to go to NorCal after
That's something that we can do.
after
Probably even get it sponsor
Yeah,
paid for.
yeah, yeah.
Road trip.
Tony's got some friends. Tony with the Cobra.
Oh yeah. Holy shit, that was a wild ride. There's a bunch of people up that way we know. I know Matt Grant's plugged in big up there with the car community. Chris Decker's plugged in big up there.
I would want to do a donk. if
That
we're
would
going
not
up
be
there.
hard to set up. With that we can do with Alex in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Sac Speed Shop. He's got that beautiful donk actually.
That sounds
think
funny.
he brought
He
it
has a
down.
beautiful donk.
As it was
wrong,
coming,
bro.
I was kind of hoping it would just fly by because as it came out of my mouth, I was like, "That didn't sound good. Just didn't sound good."
Came out of your mouth.
Jesus Christ! Now I'm just making it worse.
Yeah, Kyle, come on. What are you doing, bro?
Fuck. But yeah, I can see. I
That one would be a good weekend trip. We go, same thing. We get there Thursday night, and then Friday, Saturday,
Yep.
we shoot. And
Yep.
then, or maybe even Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we
You can
shoot.
do a Sunday morning shoot
And then come back.
and then jump on the road. Makes a long day.
yeah, easy enough. I mean, what is it? 7,
6
8
hours.
hours?
6, 7. No.
I mean, just to
We're
like,
I
gonna
made it in
have to
4.
rally there like we did with to Phoenix.
yeah.
I
It's
made
a
it
long-
in like 4.5 in the middle of the night, just hauling ass. Only stop for gas, no traffic.
That's to Davis.
It's close to Sacramento, yeah.
Yeah. Sacramento. No, I was talking about going further north. You start going up around Marin or something like that. You're
Oh.
8 hours.
Yeah, Marin is nice. Really nice.
Right?
The East Bay muscle car guys, or
Dude, perfect call. That's the one you make sure you build the trip around, actually, just to shoot that fucking Mustang that they had at SEMA last year. God.
thing was badass.
Yeah.
Let's get that going, yeah?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it.
All right. All right.
Maybe
all right.
after our trips, when we get back from all of those, like July or August, something like that, we can.
If we can go
Yeah.
July, that'd be dope.
Yeah. 3-day weekend.
I don't
Big
see
good
why we
weather
could.
up there.
It'd be more than that because you got to kind of. I see it. You go like Sacramento. We could drive up there. We could leave in the morning, have lunch, and then get a shoot in that day. Right.
Right.
End of day, get in a shoot, spend the night. Now the next morning, continue on up to Bay Area, depending on where we're at. Say East Bay. You got another 4 hours, probably 3 hours.
Yeah,
Call it somewhere
I
in
have
that
no idea
range,
of
you
the
know. But we
traffic
could still
nowadays.
drive up there, and then we could get in another shoot that day. Now we're in the Bay Area, have a Sunday morning shoot set up, and then head home that afternoon.
Yeah, that'd be easy.
Mid-July would
You
be
know.
cool.
That would be.
All right. That was a good one, guys. My shoulders are burning. I'm very uncomfortable. Like wearing a t-shirt hurts right now.
I'm glad you kept it on, Kyle.
I will say though, you are
I'm
right.
surprised you stood up and showed me all that. I was not expecting you.
You know who else is up there in the Bay Area, kind of South Bay Area, is Rich, who did the 300 SL with Ken Diggett.
Oh, yeah.
He's got some other rides.
Rich, who drove all the way down here to the last holiday party. Do you remember that?
I do.
He showed up, brought me
Yeah.
a beautiful bottle of tequila, stuck around for about 30 minutes or so. And he's like, all right, dude, I got to get back.
What?
You drove down here for my holiday party to hand me this bottle of tequila. And now you're taking off. You're not going to hang out for a couple hours. Now I got to get back.
I got a long drive ahead of me.
That's wild.
That guy's a trip. He's so fucking cool. I met that dude, Rich, if you ever see this. I met Rich at the Quail, I remember, in Monterey Car Week, because he had the gull wing out there, the Kindig built gull wing. And I just thought it was so sick. I had seen it on Kindig, so now it's here, getting to actually see it in person. But before meeting him at his car, I was sitting in the bar at the country club. He was sitting at the bar. We started shooting the shit. And he said, oh, yeah, I got a car out here. Ah, cool. Let's go look at your car. It's that fucking car.
Wow.
Nice.
He's such a funny dude, too. He got sick of everyone asking him if it was a real gull wing. So he went and bought a fucking real gull wing.
There
So he could say, no, I have a real gull wing. This is a custom one.
That's
Right.
That's awesome.
I met him at
I
the
like
Concourse
He's a
d'Elegance.
badass.
I met him at the Concourse d'Elegance when he was showing the car on Rodeo Drive there.
Oh, okay.
And Ken Diggett was there also.
That's the Father's Day one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rodeo
It's a
Concourse.
great show.
That is.
You
a
have to
fun
go
one.
with your dad though, otherwise it's like you're missing Father's Day. You know.
They say it's the largest single day concourse in the United States.
I would believe that. Look at how massive that is. I mean, in the heart of Beverly Hills on fucking Rodeo Drive.
But it's such a beautiful day.
40,000.
Everyone's dressed up
It's
now.
awesome.
It's amazing.
40,000 people. Does
Yeah.
that
It's
seem
so cool.
outrageous? Or?
No, that's easy. I
Who's
wouldn't
the
doubt.
guy who runs it is Bruce Meyer, right?
Yes.
He came up to me and the guy had no idea that it was him. And he was like, hey, bud, your headlights are still on. I'm like, thank you, sir. I thought he was just working the event. I'm like, that's the fucking guy, dude.
That's Bruce for you, though. I could see him being that. Like, he doesn't play like the baller guy. Bruce is just cool.
You see him in there setting up cars if you get there
Yep.
early enough in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yep. That's a great event, man. I didn't go. Did I go this last? Yeah, actually, I did go last year. My dad came up. Yep.
I went with Edmund. I helped
That's
him bring
right.
the cars.
That's
yeah.
right.
And then
You
were
brought
out
over
there
the
too.
Rungies.
We
saw
all
you
saw each
guys
other out there.
Yeah, I did a little side
Actually,
shopping trip.
Did
at
you hear
Prada.
about Edmund and the Rungie?
What happened?
Oh, dude. Huh. He called me up, week and a half ago, right before the Austin trip. He got rear-ended.
Oh,
Some
At
dude.
least
He
he's
was.
not hurt,
he was.
bro.
He was stopped, and a guy, a really old guy, 90-some-odd-year-old man,
holy crap.
boom, hit him, and
Hard?
and-
Like this
well,
car-
enough that the whole. I mean, that whole rear end's going to have to be rebuilt, and there's one guy in the world that can do that.
Christopher Runge,
That's
the
right.
guy who built the car.
So that car has to go.
An expensive insurance
so,
claim.
such a bummer for
Who knows?
Edmund.
Maybe something good comes out of it though, and like Chris redoes something that he would have redone back because that was one of the first cars he built.
It was. I think it's.
You know what
his,
car this
I think
is,
it's his
Josh?
third car.
Crazy looking car. Look up Runge. What?
Runge.
On YouTube, Google.
You can look it up on Autotopia.
so you can see
It's-
Edmund's exact car.
Yeah,
what a
this is
bummer.
the
This is
exact
why
car.
I sometimes don't like driving cars on the street.
No,
It's
I know.
collectible stuff. I get it. Go out and drive, sure, but when shit like this happens, is the stuff that's like
He
Totally
sits so
agree.
low too. I wonder if the guy was in a truck or suburban.
He
I
dri-
can't
bro,
remember.
he drives
I
this?
remember him
Yes,
saying
that
like a Toyota Camry or something.
Oh damn!
bro, he drives this around Burbank, Josh.
I mean, like the car or not, this is a fully handmade, all aluminum, hand shaped.
It was such a trip.
It's It's such a work of art what this guy Christopher Runge
How small
does.
is that thing?
It's so tiny.
It's
Josh.
about the size of like a Porsche Spider or Speedster.
I feel like it's even
one
smaller,
of those
Sean.
356s.
Is it as small as the S Club guys? How the car they have under
Yeah.
the stairs?
Even smaller, maybe.
Smaller.
No, about the same. It's about the size of a
size.
550 Spider.
Yeah.
It's based on those dimensions.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean.
Look how
But it-
tiny that is, Josh.
Whoa.
It's not even real, bro.
One of the most unique vehicles.
Right.
So to get
The
you know
roof
to
comes
get
up to
hit
Sean's pockets.
Bro, that mic on
to
your
get
shirt.
hit on it.
Because
I could like so obviously see the mic on your shirt.
Minnesota, Chris's approach. Is
Yeah, that's
that
Christopher
guy should
Runge.
be in his 80s.
Yeah, this guy's.
We met him too. Didn't he come out here?
He did
Yeah.
after we had already shot, or I can't remember if it was before we had shot the car. I
This
wish we
video
could have
should
done
have
it
done
with
way
him.
better, bro.
It's a really great video, and what this guy does is spectacular. He's you know, you think about it. This is where custom car building started, was coach building.
Yeah.
You know, Duesenberg delivers the chassis ready to go, and then you have somebody build the body for it.
I do
you
love the
know?
Which I thought was an amazing thing.
The Duesenberg.
Well, I mean, that whole approach of it's like Cadillac giving you a V underpinnings and handing it to a coach builder and let them go
such
crazy.
a cool
with it.
idea, man. That like, such a cool idea. What a fun little car to
These old
drive
roller
too.
shots we had too.
But can you imagine that thing gets hit, dude?
It's crumbled, bro.
It's over.
yeah,
Was it in Burbank that it happened?
yeah, of course, yeah, yep,
Poor Edwin,
Yep.
bro.
Oh, I feel so
I'll text
sad.
him later today. He's a great guy.
yeah.
He's a really good dude.
I love Edmund. He's great, you know. And he's already talked to Chris. You know, the car's gonna go back there. Chris is ready to deal with it and
Yeah.
stuff, and it'll be, you know, it'll
You
be
could turn that off,
what
Josh.
it'll be what it was or even better. But yeah. Anyways, man, fun doing this. I like when it's just the four of us guys. I love having our guests on, but when it's the four of us guys, it's kind of funny some of the
Yeah.
stupid shit we get ourselves
And we're able
into.
to stay on track and talk about proper topics that people want to hear.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think it's just natural conversation too. We're not
Yeah.
like, trying to do anything.
Yeah. Well, you know, good luck healing up that sunburn.
Thank you.
Damn,
Yeah.
bro.
Next time
Freaked
I
me
recommend
out.
like SPF 50 at least.
Yeah.
But you've probably figured that out by now. You're like me. You got to learn it the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yep.
I'm like
I've
that.
had
He likes it
great
the hard
advice
way.
from like my parents and good friends and stuff. Great advice. And
Nobody
then you
heard that,
just
alright.
bash your head against the wall.
Yeah.
What did you say,
You
John?
don't follow it,
I said Kyle likes it the hard way.
and you're
All
fair
right.
skinned too.
Yeah.
Well,
But
what,
I thought like I'm Armenian, bro. I'll be all right.
what did Steven call you this morning? Armenian ginger?
Ginger Armenian.
Yeah.
It's a very rare breed.
All right, man. This is fun,
Okay.
you guys.
Thank you. Goodbye.